Well, yeah, bad news and even worse news. Bad news is Mother Nature is not going to cooperate with us for this afternoon, so forget about going for a ride. Now the worst news, because I'll be home. Uh, I get to watch our New England Patriots lose again. We really suck. We do. It's the truth. It's a fact. You know, and this is how different people can be, even in sports world. You get people like in this car world where they develop loyalties, if you want to call it that. They build a little cult, and you cannot criticize their leader, you know. And they'll try to deflect and distract. Talk to another Patriots fan, and say, "Hey man, your Patriots really suck." Somebody asked me if Patriots suck. I say, "Yeah, I know we do. We suck. We do." Another Patriots fan will say, "Oh, what about the Saints? Oh, what about the Jets? They suck." No, no, no. We're talking about the Patriots. They cannot stay on topic with the topic that's brought out, which is the Patriots. We're not talking about the Saints. We're not talking about the Jets. We're not talking about the Lions. We're not talking about the Rams. We're talking about the Patriots. But their loyalty prevents them from just accepting the fact they know our Patriots suck, just like I do. They don't want to hear it. And they'll do everything they can to deflect and distract away from the fact that the Patriots suck, to defend them. That's what happens in, Sanford has perfected this tactic to a fucking science with his claims and his projects, deflect, distract, hopes people forget about it. I'd get that from his pickle sniffers. Hey, what happened? You know what they come back with? Not once have they ever wanted to talk about what I talk about. We're talking about him. First thing they come back with, come on, you know what I'm going to say? Oh, yeah, Cabral, what are you building? Wait a minute, we're not talking about me here. I haven't come on here and shown you a car and said, I'm going to take this car I got from a junkyard and get it to run a 10. I'm going to take this other one that's all drilled out like it was attacked by a fucking woodpecker on meth, and I'm going to get it to run 11. I'm going to turn this Harley into a dirt bike. I'm going to turn these two junky Hondas into one rideable bike. I'm not the one that's done this. So why are you talking about me? And so they won't have to deal with the truth about Sanford. That's what happens. Same thing's happening with this Crypt Keeper, with some people, you know. And I heard something new. Like I said, manipulation of things. This thing with screenshotting. I remember at one time, a long time ago on Facebook. I don't know what's going on with that. But at one time, we had city groups, and some people in the city don't like other people in the city. And these same people would have a comment thread argument running for days, weeks, and months. Same fucking people every day coming back and forth, back and forth. I used to laugh at that shit. And they would do all the screenshotting, and then take it to another group. And they like to manipulate things. This guy's trying to manipulate shit because what I said is the truth about the Crypt Keeper, but it doesn't fit his agenda. He knows it's the truth as much as I know it's the truth. This guy's a fucking con man, scamming on here to build his channel. But he doesn't want to look at that, doesn't want to deal with that. So he wants to come up with, oh yeah, well, you've got to back it up with facts. Best part is, I didn't have to. Crypt Keeper did it for me. Just in the fact that all this time, all he's done is held up a fucking connecting rod. Oh, I shaved away, held up a valve. You call that an engine belt? You call that any progress in 10 months? You call that progress? I call it he hasn't done shit. But he'd rather nitpick over 2 months because I said a year, because he doesn't want to face the fact that what I said is the truth. When it comes to screenshotting, I used to see that shit go on Facebook, where they would go either way to try to antagonize the other one, try to instigate things like this guy. He wanted to make it look like he was the good guy, I was the bad guy. I was the troll and he was the one that was trolling on. I wasn't on his channel, he was on mine. But he wants to manipulate it so that others will want to see it his way. And if they do, that's fine with me, I don't care. But the truth is out there. Anybody with eyes can see, What's that saying? There are none so blind as those who refuse to see. Who said that? What famous person said that? Little trivia question for you. I won't tell you. Don't Google it. See if you can think of it. Google these days, I think, has made people dumb. They don't have to stop and actually think about things. In some ways, I think smartphones have created a lot of dumb people. And they would go and they would do things that, he was just trying to instigate. He was trying to get a response from me, hoping I'd get nasty with him, and I did, because I don't give a fuck. I am what I am. I don't put on any false pretenses, you know what I mean? And so we could screenshot. Oh, see, I was being nice, and look at, you weren't being civil. You weren't being civil by, it's like trespassing on somebody's fucking property. And they tell you to get the fuck off. Whose fault is that? You don't belong on their fucking property. That's how he would want to twist and manipulate. Well, I'm not doing nothing wrong. I have every right to go to my neighbor's house and camp out on his fucking front porch. If he tells me to get out, it's his fault. I have every right to be there. You know what I mean? Because he lives there. Whatever. Oh, and then something else I heard. And then they would go back real quick and delete their real rude, nasty comments. Screenshot it, and then they'd take it to other groups. See that? See this person's an asshole. I was being so nice to them, I wasn't really being rude. And look at the nasty things they said to me. They edited it, manipulated it, screenshot it, and then passed it along from group to group to group. Just to make the other person look bad, and they were a real fucking dickhead. They had instigated things to begin with. They didn't want people to know that. This is nothing new. Nothing new at all. But like I said this morning when I was watching it, I watched a little bit and I was doing things, and then I was hearing it, and some things I missed. I guess I missed something very important. Ryan made me aware of. I guess this guy is now saying that you can't come on YouTube and say something without backing it up with facts. I had no idea that YouTube had that rule, And like I said, I backed it up with facts, and the easy part is, Crypt Keeper did it for me all by himself, the way Sanford does it for me all by himself. They do all the work for me. Hope they don't expect me to pay them for their hard work, Or should I say no work? Which is why I say these things, If that's the case, where you have to come on, if you say something, you got to back it up with a fact. I tell you, man, a lot of fucking car guys on here, especially Sanford and the Crypt Keeper, they're going to be in fucking trouble, man. YouTube police going to come after their fucking sorry asses. So they came on here and said they were going to do something, and they haven't backed it up with a fact. What about that? I'm quite sure he'll find a way to twist and manipulate this. You know what I mean? Wouldn't surprise me if he comes back again one of these days, yakking again, and maybe try to manipulate this video, manipulate what I'm saying. Let him. I don't give a fuck. Let him. I don't know what he's hoping to accomplish. It's not going to change a damn thing. The truth is still the truth. Whether he can accept it or not. Anyway, bad news and worse news. Bad news, no ride today. Worse news, I get to watch our Patriots suck. I can admit they suck. If you tell me, Brian, your Patriots suck, I'll say, yes, they suck. I'm not going to talk about some other team that sucks just as bad. Or even worse. No, we're talking about the Patriots. Right? These guys don't even seem to have the focus and concentration span of a fucking crackhead with ADD. They can't stay on track with something that's being talked about. They need to deflect away from it. Very common tactic. Very common tactic. That comes down to cult behavior, or loyalty, and they're bonded to it. In some ways, they're like a slave to someone that manipulates them in a way. And in return, their behavior, they try to manipulate other things that come along that they just can't deal with. Okay, now you can have a great day. I'd be a lot happier if I wasn't going to be home watching our Patriots lose, which I think they will. That's kind of funny. We're playing the Saints, and they're not that great either, but I think even the Saints will fucking beat us. We're bad. We are real bad. Enjoy your day.